The We in Wetlands, a unit integrating science, English, social, and art.
This project acknowledges that students have diverse learning styles. The We in Wetlands allows for multiple modes of research, recognizing and processing information, and ways for students to express their understanding. In regards to assessment practices, this project allows students many opportunities for formative feedback from peers, experts, and the teacher. Students will also engage in self-reflections. The student's final deliverable, the short documentary, will be assessed summatively. Throughout the entire project, students will use different forms of technology for research, feedback, planning, and creating their documentaries.
In this unit, students will identify a current wetland management issue, research it, and create a nuanced documentary. Students will first explore and learn about wetland ecosystems, consider the role that Canada's protected areas, including Indigenous protected areas, play in their conservation, and learn how distinct the wetlands found in Canada's various geographical zones are. Students learn that despite park protections, wetlands are increasingly threatened. As documentarians trying to piece together the future of a real wetland site in Canada, students will have to grapple with competing interests and multiple perspectives. Scientific and social considerations around wetlands are necessarily linked. We have to understand ecosystems to determine land use, and we cannot preserve ecosystems without engaging in social processes and deliberation. Further, by exploring ecosystems management through documentary, students must integrate English and art as they work to bring the science and the story they discover to others in a persuasive way.
Before starting, the students will be introduced to the stages of the filmmaking process: pre-production, production, and post-production. They will become familiar with the deliverables and the filmmaking roles. While all students will be able to play with each role, one student will be the designated leader of a particular role. For example, the student in charge of cinematography doesn't have to always operate the camera, but they must make sure the group collects all the footage on their shot list. During pre-production, students will begin to build their production portfolio. Discussing topics they are interested in, they will create questions and do research. They will form their inquiry question and will create a short 60-second pitch. They will need to highlight the purpose of their documentary, current knowledge, and what they hope to discover. Finally, they must discuss how different perspectives might be integrated. From there, they can begin to add a script, storyboard, and shot list to their portfolio. Students will also discuss what makes good interview questions and create a list of strong interview questions. Peer review plays an important role when addressing the pitch, and the portfolio allows the teacher to see the student's preparation and direction before heading into the production phase.
As we move through the filmmaking process from pre-production to production, students will use their newly acquired skills to conduct interviews and shoot location footage while on field trips such as Ralph Klein Park. Once they have all their footage, students will learn how to use editing software. The post-production stage is a great opportunity for formative assessment. Peer review and teacher critiques will be useful for students to figure out what criteria their documentaries are meeting and how their learning is being expressed. Editing can be time-consuming, so these critiques are useful for giving students direction. The final cut of the film will be assessed for criteria like depth of their inquiry questions, interview skills, and portrayal of information and perspective. Then students can get excited for seeing their final product on the big screen in front of friends and family, as well as the experts who helped them make the film. The students have made an authentic product, so they are encouraged to send these films off to festivals afterwards. Thank you for watching our presentation.